illustration of some of the techniques and some of the jigs that we use out here to catch these royal finger slabs out here like those knot. Any simple knot would do. Tri-lane cinch knot would do. Audemars, whichever you choose. I suggest 2, 4, or 6 pound test line. I know a lot of you guys are frowning up at that 6, but we get the catfish, the largemouth, and the wipers hitting these crappie jigs, so you better be prepared. I use anything from a 30 seconds ounce to a 16th to a 1/8 ounce jig here. This is one of my all-time favorites. This is a custom jig that I carry called slab jiggies. They have been busting the crappie wide open, guys. Also use a selection of Lunker Cities, Lake Forks, the old chicken foot. I've been doing really well with these as well. And I often use a white lead head with the black eyes, or the white lead head with the red eyes. Very popular as well. I prefer using the stick bobbers. This is a Pucci balsa wood bobber. I prefer using these. They create less drag in the water versus your round float bobbers, but it's a matter of preference. A lot of fishermen make the mistake of using the bobber as an indicator to let you know when you're getting a strike. I fish totally different. I use the lead head, so it's important that you have a sensitive rod when you're out crappie fishing. And so when that fish, when I'm bouncing my jig, it's going through the water, I'm not concentrating on my bobber, I'm concentrating on my jig. So when that fish hits, you feel the strike before that bobber even moves. Very important. And keep working your bobber up. And you just pull back on the springs, and it goes up and down. Once you find the depth where the fish are striking, do not move it. Just keep the bobber at that depth, and it will increase your productivity in catching crappie out here like Elsinore. See right on the front of us, we have a lot of brush stick-ups. You know, that's prime crappie habitat. You know, they love it, especially in the summer months. They like to push up on these stick piles, brush piles, and feed, and sometimes just to get some shade cover. But to target them, you definitely want to use a bobber. You get anywhere close to the bottom, you're going to get hung up. Now, my rule of thumb is, though, if you're not getting hung up, you're not crappie fishing. You know, but I have a really good casting system that, some guys use it, some guys don't. But when you're on a boat and you're in tight quarters, I call it slingshotting. You just grab the tip of your jig head, walk back, point the rod in the direction you want to go, and flip it. See, that's a pretty perfect cast. Right up on next to that stick right there. But it's generally good, you know, when there's a lot of people on the boat, you don't want to overhand cast and get snagged.
Stay tuned.